Hey guys, it's Woody Mark here, coming with a brand new episode of my Road to Division 1 and Road to 100 goals, where we try to get this man, Victor Ibarbo, to 100 goals. But as you've seen by the title, I have created two squads, new teams. So, same team as always, our Serie A team, except we have sold the Colombian players so we could exchange it to make a hybrid, because I've created another squad. But pretty much, sold Bomb Raver. I have sold what's the left back called? Armero. That's it. Sorry about the stutter. Didn't sell my CDM. He's in the other team. Cam, I sold Quintero. Sold Martinez. I've still got Vucinic as a backup if I ever need him. Right mid, I forget who I had at the right. Oh, Quadrado, he's in my other team too. DeSiglio's in my other team. And I sold my keeper. So, yep, let's get into the other team, which, as you can see, is a 4-3-3 variant 3 formation. And it is this team, a nice little hybrid. Now, obviously, Ibarbo's in both teams, and as I've said, I think it was 2 episodes ago, pretty sure it was 2 episodes before, always put fitness cards on him just to make it more realistic, but Cuadrado we moved to right wing, sold him and got the new version. We got Anderson, who I need to put a CDM card on him to make him have 9 chem. Guarin, centre mid, Pogba, CDM. We got Mangala, centre back, Clichy, Diakate, and that's why I've got Anderson there, so those two can link up nicely. DeSiglio's just moved to this squad instead of the other one, and we have got Helton in goal. So these are the two teams I've got. I'm a little bit unsure on how this team's going to perform. It might either do really well or lack a lot of goals. I still think my Serie A team is the best, but let's get into the goals. Well, into the gameplay, I guess, because I might not score any goals. So let's get into it. And now that you have seen both of the teams, we are now going into the main gameplay. And I would say this squad was a little bit more fitter than the other squad, hence why I'm starting with this squad and giving the other squad a rest. So it'll be 50-50. I'll play with the 4-3-3 squad, then this squad, and so on. So at the beginning, I'll just show you which squad I'll use because it's just the same players pretty much. But here we come up against a really good 4-3-3 side. I saw weaknesses in the side, but still a very good side, not to be underestimated. Now, what I will say is, I've said this in lots of videos, probably half of them, but I'll say it again, especially in this one, after Payet just scores here to make it 1-0 to him. But when this video is going live, I'm certain I'll be on holiday, so I'm trying to get lots of videos up ready to go. So if you guys leave comments saying you want something in certain series, then I'm sorry if it hasn't been fulfilled. Like, let's say you commented on episode 14, I haven't been to fulfill it. It's because all the episodes, like up to 21, have been done. So I'll just quickly note that. But Cross, I try to clear it out, but it somehow gets to Remy to make it 2-0, and it's not looking good so far in this game. I would say I think this was the last game I played in a certain session, and then the next game after this is going to be the first game I played in the session. But Muriel on the ball into Zinga. Nice through ball into Muriel. I kind of think, you know what, I'm just going to have to cross it. Good cross, and Ibarbo doesn't quite get there, but it was a valiant effort. But croissant into Ibarbo, and Ibarbo gets a nice header to make it 1-0 to make it number 57. So, another goal on the chart, and once I return from my holiday, which, when this video is out, it'll probably be like the 16th of June or something, like 16th of July or something like that, and it's currently like the 27th of June here. So as you can see, very tight game. I would say this guy, oh no, that wasn't the lucky one. I don't think. I think the next one that I'm out to play was a little bit lucky, but lots of players sold on, made a few profits, but some people like Raphael and like Teru, I really couldn't be bothered to put them on again just for 100 extra coins. I've got 15,000 coins now, so I felt I didn't exactly need it. But in we go into a next game, and we've got an Arsenal fan. And he's got a lot of good players, but he seems to understand chemistry, but seems to choose to have players in certain positions, because there's no way you would put Abate centre back. But he crosses it in, pretty bad cross. He crosses it again into Pirlo. I don't know what my defender's positioning was, because to be honest, if you have a header that's like in between like the penalty spot, well, from the penalty spot forwards, if you put it anywhere but straight at the goalkeeper, it's going to go in. So saying headers are OP is not really fair, because it's more the defender's lock-on system, which isn't that great. And at times, obviously, there's ways to make it so more of a percentage go your way, but however, it can go opposite. But here, really unlucky. I actually do the clever thing there and clear it, but Balotelli goes and gets it. You could argue, instead of clearing it behind me, I should have gone out wide. But I would say that was a little bit unlucky, but still, looking back on it, you can always do something better. Even if you've been completely EA'd, there's always something better you can do. So just remember that when playing FIFA. But here, Cuadrado with the nice little Berber spin. Finesse shot in to make it 2-1. And the kind of game this was, you just knew he was going to score, because this guy is probably, this guy wasn't bad. He wasn't a bad player, but I would say he's probably one of the worst opponents I've lost to in this series. But he still wasn't a bad player at all, so there you have it. But it was that kind of game that you knew he was just going to score the next chance he got. Like, look, Bibiani shoots, gets a deflection, keeper does something weird, cross it in, and the minute I thought this, I was just thinking goal. And De Siglio was marking Balotelli, which was a bit strange, because Balotelli was always going to win that header. And that's another thing you've got to consider. Balotelli De Siglio. Balotelli's going to win that header at the end of the day. But Sergi on the ball into Balotelli. I get the ball back nicely for me. Cuadrado, I do a chop. I do it inside into Guarin. Just running down that wing. I decide to, well, cut inside into Anderson, and a nice finish from Anderson, who's probably the weakest in this team, but he still isn't bad, I would say. He can still play the ball, dribble a little bit. I would like him to have better passing and, well, a tiny bit better dribbling, but his passing, dribbling still isn't bad, so, and decent pace on him, so he can run up and down the field. But again, it was kind of this game that you knew I was like pressuring quite well, but still couldn't get there. And he was so hesitant with that finish, it was just bound to go in. But yeah, he was committing suicide in this game and getting so lucky, like passing it along the floor on goal kicks. And it never dropped me. But that's the end of the video, so hit the like button, say one comments below, and do subscribe if you want to see more. It's been Woody Mark around here. See you guys.